KCPOS has been designed to allow you to manage your users either centrally or on a branch-by-branch basis. This means that users would have access to either all of your tills in all of your outlets or only the outlets in which you want them to access the systems. In this example, I'm going to log in and manage my users centrally. I simply do that by coming into the administration tool, choosing the database that I want to log into to update those users. If I wanted to manage users in different departments, once I'm logged into the admin tool, I can just go back to File and change the database I've got selected. We'll have a look in a second at how we create and manage users individually, but we can also create templates. The system comes with some out of the box, but you can add as many as you want, just to deploy those permissions quickly and easily. So let's have a look now at how one of our users is set up. In this case, Richard can log into the system using his user ID, so that's used for admin, but then we have a full name that can print on receipts or appear on reporting if required. We have two password fields. The first password can be the one we use to log into things like admin or if we're using passwords for the point of sale. And the second is for our magstripe, Dallas key or barcode card that we use for that user. We choose the permission group that he should be associated with, and that'll update the boxes for me. And if I want him to have access to dashboards, I can choose which dashboard reporting he has access to. In the POS permissions, that has now ticked all of the options from that template that we applied, but I can still overwrite them. So I could choose that Richard perhaps has additional options that maybe other users don't. The second tab controls what permissions the user has to the administration tool. So they could perhaps have access to print caching up reports or view Z-reads, but not have access to do any of the administration tasks such as create users or discounts. If your finance system allows you to define accounts as cash only, you can control what tenders users are allowed to take based on their permissions. We simply untick the tenders we don't want this particular user to be able to book to a customer's account. Once I'm happy that user's created or edited correctly, I can simply save it, and then dependent on how the system's been configured, that will either immediately post that user out to be available at any point of sale, or the transfer will happen on a scheduled basis overnight.